If you are among the very few people who have no questions at all about immigration law, well, then go someplace else, because you are among, 17 people of the United States. I will tell you that in Arizona, Andres, we have more than 250,000 undocumented immigrants just in Arizona. But you know that because you're an attorney.
I'm also an immigrant, so I went through that process myself.
But what rights do the undocumented have?
So immigrants have the same rights as you and I as U.S. citizens. What's going on now is Trump administration wants to deport everybody who's here who's undocumented. And a couple months ago, there was a big notice that 2 million were going to be deported. Then it was postponed. Then it was 10 cities. Now the administration is trying to deport every single person who's been in the U.S. less than 2 years without even seeing a judge. So ICE and Customs Border Patrol are looking for immigrants. So you need to stay safe. So we came up with an acronym, and we have a red card that reminds you of those rights. So you don't need to memorize SAFE. It's on the card.
The green card was always very important to people.
Right.
But now the red card before you even think about
Correct.
The green card, because SAFE, S-A-F-E, breaks down to what?
So S is you want to do what Coach Boeheim did in Syracuse when he was in a motor vehicle accident resulting in someone's death. He stayed silent. Officer knew who he was fortunate, he didn't say a word without an attorney. So number one, S is you have the right to remain silent. Now, A is you have the right to an attorney. So James Spader and Alan Shore would tell you, don't answer any questions or sign any documents without an attorney present. Now, he also changes the rules a little bit, so don't do that. But A is the right to an attorney. F is don't provide false documents. So I have a client, friend of mine, who his wife, as a joke, gave him an ID with his photo, but the name of Russell Crowe. He loves Russell Crowe. He was pulled over by a police officer, was charged with DUI. Officer found in his wallet this ID, gave him 4 indictable offenses just for having that document.
Not a funny joke.
Definitely, that officer did not have a sense of humor. And last, E is don't escape. You don't want to pull an O.J. Simpson. If officers are coming after you or approaching you, you don't want to run away. You don't want to speed down the highway, because the charges you're likely to face could very well lead to your deportation. Even if you're a veteran, I know today's Veterans Days, there have been thousands of veterans that have served this country and were deported just because they didn't file for citizenship when they could have.
Andres, you did file for citizenship. You said you're an immigrant.
Correct.
You went through the process. How long did it take you?
Well, I was a kid. We came in 1981. We overstayed our visa, so the government gave us 6 months. We took 30 years. And we got our lawful permanent green card, or green card rather than the red card, in 1989.
Okay, I don't mean to sound insensitive, but as an immigration attorney, when you are representing undocumented immigrants,
yes,
you are representing people who are doing something illegally.
Some cases, yes. Some cases, no. It depends. A lot of our clients entered legally. Maybe they overstayed their visas, but they have a path to achieve legal status. So overstaying is a violation, but it isn't necessarily a crime. Illegal reentry, once you've been deported and came back, that is a crime.
All right, this book is helpful to everybody, immigrants and non-immigrants alike?
This book tells you about the 9 principal paths to achieve legal status. If you're a U.S. citizen, it could be valuable to you if you want to help somebody else. But chances are you don't need it.
We don't have to go to your house to get the book, though.
Absolutely not. You can find it on our website, andresmajerlaw.com, or you can go to Amazon. Just Google my name. It's $29.95, but you can get it for free if you go to my website.
Wait a minute. They can't Google the name if they can't spell it. So it's Andres, A-N-D-R-E-S.
M-E-J-E-R.
The author, the immigration attorney, and a guy who's really trying to help everybody.
Thank you.